So those are some of the Vomit exercises. By this point, your hand should be getting a little bit better. We're hitting all our notes. We're making sure that our fingers are right behind the fret. It's really useful. We want to make sure that we're still doing this targeting exercise. We're making sure that we're building up that dexterity. So these permutations are coming along, and these want to take. You want to play these every day. You want to take. If you can't do all of them, maybe you might want to take. If you have limited practice time, maybe pick 2, and do them slowly. Always slowly. Never speed through them. Take your time. Learn the lay of the land. You want to spend time really getting to know your instrument. You paid a lot of money for it, so you want to spend some time enjoying it. So we want to move across and just take our time and work our way to the bottom. So the next exercise I have, I told you what the 7th fret was. The 7th fret is B. Now, if you don't know what B is, the whole point, we kind of come to a conclusion that dot is B, but what does B actually mean? Well, our fingerboard is set up like an alphabet. We could think of it as a musical alphabet. One of the things that I like to do is I like to think of it like this. If we think about our bass, or any string, any set of notes, we have A, B, C, D, E, and F. If you can see that, A, B, C, D, E, F. It's like our strings. We're not spelling out words, but our strings are tuned, as we move up each fret, one of these notes are actually going to be played. Now, our alphabet can go from any point to any point, and it works forwards or backwards. We call this the musical alphabet. So remember, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Seems easy enough, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We can say it forwards, no problem. Can you say it backwards? G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Because our strings we don't just say it forwards. We start at the bottom and go backwards. But we need to know our musical alphabet both ways. And also what happens is, if you look at it here, there's our E string. Here's our A string, there's our D string, and our G string. So we have this nice little circle going through here. So what I have now is an exercise that I like to call play it and say it. So again, we're really focusing on the lay of the land. We want to take our time. We want to associate dots. We want to associate spaces. We want to know where we are on the neck. Now, what I want to show you is that our fingerboard, our open E, starts all our notes that we're going to play here up to this 12th fret are going to be the same in the second 12. It's just an octave higher. So once we learn this portion of the neck is the same. We're not adding any new information. It's just in a new place. So it doesn't have to be scary up here. It doesn't have to be scary at all. It doesn't need to be dusty. We can play in this area. It's great, actually. It's good for soloing if you're going to play some solo bass stuff, or if you're going to do some chording. But for now, we're going to focus in on this lower end of the bass. This is actually the part of the bass where most of us make our money. If you're going to play anything, this is actually the area that we want to hear. Now, we're going to start with the E string. We're going to go up the D. Actually, let's do it in order. A, D, and G. So we're going to start E, A, D, and G in that order. So we're going to say it, we're going to play it, and we're going to look at it. Now, with this exercise, now I told you to use, we've been focusing on all these fingers, right? Now I'm going to tell you to do the exact opposite now, because this exercise isn't about your fingers. It's about memorizing the positions on the neck. So you're going to use one finger on one hand and one finger on the other hand. We're just going to shift up. This way, we're not really focusing in on what finger should be where. We're actually focusing in on the note. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with that open E, and we're going to say E. We're going to bring our first finger to the first fret, and we're going to say F. We're going to go up a half step, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and E. Now, if you took notice, almost every note had a sharp with it, right? And we noticed that if we looked at it, we said, okay, well, we start with E, then we went F, we went G, A, B, and C, and D. Now, if we look at this like this, we have E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Now, because of this, E did not have a sharp and B did not have a sharp. We can picture, I like to picture them like little houses. You call me the Bob Ross of bass. They're nice little houses. And each one has either a yard or a wall. It's like a house.